Hey folks, Quillyteen here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RIMWORLD. This is our, what am I calling this series? I think I'm going to call it the Naturel series. It's our naked brutality scenario. We start with absolutely nothing, not even any clothes on our back. We have crafted ourselves a wooden club, and we've got a bit of a building set up over here, and we're waiting for our first rice crops to kick in, if at all possible. Now, a goal with this is Wanda, our character here, wanted to start some sort of cult and got kicked off of her spaceship because of that. But she's not going to let that deter her. What does her cult believe in? She's not sure yet, other than it's supposed to believe in her. In fact, I might end up renaming this to like Wandaism later on, but meism for now is going to be okay. We got everything set to default with the only meme selected as proselytizer. All we know is that we want to convince people to join our cult. Beyond that, we haven't made any decisions yet, so we'll see how it goes. You want to unpause and see how it goes. This is up. Once these doors are up, yeah, we're going to take down some of our inner walls. That's going to be okay. I mean, maybe it was wasteful to do the first little mini structure before we do everything else, but I don't know. I think overall I'm pretty pleased with that. All right, have a nap. We do have Wanda on a biphasic schedule just to make sure that we don't end up with any mood breaks. We do have a pretty good buffer right now, which is helping. Spacious interior. I guess this place is counting as spacious. Maybe this place is counting as spacious right now. I mean, there's not any furniture in here, so that's going to help some. Maybe. Yeah, finish chopping those trees because they're going to need to be chopped anyway. Chunk of spacecraft. Well, hello, free... big components out of this? Actually, I might want to be careful about deconstructing that. I mean, the wealth is not going to be too high regardless, but we are going to have to manage this wealth a fair bit because of the difficulty setting and the fact that we're really not ready to fight anything quite yet. All right, go ahead, eat that meal. Go refill that. Cook a little bit more. I don't think we'll have to pick any more plants. She's got, I think she still has another meal on her. No, she doesn't. Okay, but she'll have that. Yeah, I think from then on we'll be fine with our rice. I'm gonna remove that stockpile because it's gonna get moved in here. In fact, I may as well just go and rebuild it in here right away. So stockpile zone, which is going to get reshaped and things for a bunch. What we're going to do with this one is we are going to, for raw resources, I'm going to block all that except plant matter. This stuff here will decay quite quickly if it's outdoors. Not we have any of this. Wood will decay outdoors, but not very quickly. So the wood instead, all of our raw resources are going to be stored out here instead, saving some room inside. And yeah, that's going to be a-okay. Thanks for getting those doors up. Yeah, she doesn't have a huge construction skill yet, but she's got the passion for it, which is going to be great. The high social is going to be really important to recruit people. Yeah, she wasn't terribly tired, but get the schedule. And yeah, just, it doesn't add much walking here. Ultimately, she's going to sleep the same amount in a 24-hour period, regardless if it's in a 1-step or a 2-step. And this just makes sure we've got extra space if we're having to do something which is going to occupy a bunch of our time for a little bit. We'll see. Hopefully we don't have to pick more berries. I mean, she could eat the last 4 berries over here for a tiny little bit more food. It's really not going to be much, but... okay, oh, no, we were waiting for one more door out here. Okay. Why are you hauling? Do you not... oh, you're short 1 piece of wood. All right. There we go. A couple more trees there. She's going to do that haul job, and then, yeah, plant cutting is a very high priority job for her. Set to a 2. Planting and plant cutting. It's level 2. Everything else, well, other than normal urgent stuff, like medical stuff. Oh, speaking of medical stuff, let's make sure that self-tend is enabled there for you there, Wanda. What's your medical skill? 4. Well, it's something. It's something. As long as you bandage yourself up more or less immediately. And actually, I should probably have her carry medicine. Here's some herbal medicine on you. Yeah, there you go. So if you get injured, you can treat yourself really, really, really quickly. Okay, a couple of traps set up, although we are going to have to haul that, because otherwise things aren't going to want to walk on those traps. Hopefully you can grab that without setting off the trap. Fingers crossed. We might start barricading off these areas relatively soon. There we go. Okay, good. That's cleared. Now you're just doing regular hauling, which is fine. We want that area cleared up. And then another bit of a nap. We are going to deconstruct the inner walls. Oh, let me priority haul that rock out of the way so the door closes. And maybe that one here so it doesn't block our path. Thank you. I was complaining about storage space there for a sec. That specific message, I think, is specifically the high priority haul message. Hey, we're getting our first rice harvest. Now, Wanda's plant skill is not very good. I think we started as a 1, so she's certainly gained some along the way, but it's not all great. So we didn't get the full harvest. We may still need to pick some berries to supplement the amount of rice we have. But hopefully that'll do, especially since we had 22 tiles worth of stuff put down. But it's fine. I mean, it's not like we're about to go into winter. And that's, wait, there is no winter, it's permanent summer. So berries will always be available on the map. Even if it wasn't permanent summer, we'd have a buffer before winter came because it's only April, May. So we'd still be able to pick a few extra berries if the need arises. So we haven't been attacked by a killer squirrel yet. So that's nice. Actually, let me cancel that because I think you construct before you deconstruct. Although, I guess it's fine. Even if you lock yourself in, the only job you'll be able to do is deconstruct the walls, so you'll do that pretty much instantly. There you go. We're out of meals, so she's going to make 4. Not particularly fast, and she might still bork it and poison herself because her cooking skills only at a 1 and change. She's a fast learner. That's good. So, because so the skills that she doesn't have here as expertise, she's still learning 61%. As opposed to 35% is what she would have had. So it's not great, but she is going to be a good jack of all trades. She's important because she has to do every single job right now. There's our mad squirrel. All right. So Wanda. Oh, that's the one downside. Ooh. Hold open. Immediately deconstruct this. And then recruit and go stand over here. With the door open, we're gonna hope that squirrel, where's it? Where's the red dot? There it is. Should path and hold tight over here and go through these traps, and hopefully sets them off. Thank you. All hail the mighty trap. I don't know how much it'll help. I know it's outside. We're gonna put a butcher creature do forever job. We'll get a little bit of leather. I don't know if we'll end up using the meat before it rots. Although what I could do is I could set a job at the top here. Or if we end up with any meat, except I suppose for human and insect meat, because we don't like that. If you have any, do forever. Maybe I'll do the same thing for the ×4 job over here. So yeah, leave the meat. Clear out the rest. Do forever. The cooked meals will still rot fairly quickly, but not as fast as the raw meat will. I think anyway. There we go. I wonder if I should be planting some cotton already, because obviously we're going to want some clothes at some point, and we're not in a position to start hunting. I mean, we could give her a bow and give her some hunting. The turkeys here wouldn't be that hard. It would give her a way to start training up her hunting skill. Maybe I'll put in a make short bow job. Yeah, I can always swap weapons depending on context. Ooh, also, these should be auto rearmed. Okay, let me turn this off for a sec. And we're going to have to mine some metal. We're going to make a proper fueled stove. Also, I should get light inside the house. I think that's under furniture. Yeah. So, you don't have any more wood. Equip that. Got some more trees. And just in case we need a little bit of extra raw food to hold us between harvests, we can do a tiny bit of hunting. And practice our shooting skills at the same time. Now, what we're going to want to do in this case, because she's so shit, is we're actually not want to flag it as hunting, because your pawns tend to go like maximum range for the hunting, which is not very efficient. Especially with her skill, she's not going to be very accurate. The bow doesn't do that much damage. There's a good chance it'll just injure the thing and then it'll start to run away. What we really want to do is recruit, move up very close to it, and then fire. Go, torches up. Yeah, we're going to dig this before we do anything else. Let me get rid of this butcher spot for a sec, too. Now, the bow does have quality, so yeah, we only got a poor quality bow out of this. DPS is only 4. Yeah, see, we're doing more DPS with the mace. Or the club, rather. Now, the club, of course, has the advantage of... Or, sorry, the bow has the advantage of range. But that is so low damage that it doesn't feel like it's going to be great. I'll go ahead and expand this to the rest of the room for a little bit. Done. Yeah, dig a little bit more. So we want I'll do just for convenience here. Then you got a spot that's a little closer by to drop off your metal if you do a haul job. Although she's not going to haul while she's doing mining. At some point, what I'll do is I'll cancel that off. And then I think the cook spot is the higher priority, even though we do have the campfire. I think I like the idea of the cook spot, or the fueled cooking station. Okay, next tick will be enough for it. Unless there's something else I want to do first, but I don't think so. Well, actually, I think what I want to do first is build my little kill tunnel a little bit better here. Which is one of the reasons I was getting rid of the campfire. This is not right. Something like that. We're going to end up putting it somewhere else after, but this is going to be a fine start. Recreation, which is fine. Probably, I don't know, should give you a horseshoe pin or something. Presumably this will fill up your happiness a little faster. I could put it indoors, but I'll put it outside for now. Maybe not on the fertile area, because I'll put it over here. We're gonna wall this in after, but maybe it's fine. Okay, that got built there. What I'm gonna do is another pair of traps. Yeah, we're gonna extend this wall. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that any enemies that walk through are going through the trap, so we don't, as opposed to around it. So we need little obstacles there. We could put walls, but walls take up 5 wood. If we do fence you can technically walk through, but because it's got extra pathfinding costs, enemies won't want to walk through the fences. So this way they will walk down here and trigger the traps. But this pattern means that our own pawn can zigzag through things and not trigger our own traps for maintenance and stuff. I'm gonna make sure there's a roof over this. Build a roof area, just to prevent any trees from growing in this area. And yeah, once this campfire runs out of wood, we're not gonna redo it because we're doing the other cook spot, and then we'll move it, and then we'll be able to maybe extend this a little bit. Well, this whole thing's gonna get changed once we do get our stone walls up. But a little triple trap. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand in this tile here. And what I should do then is rebuild the door there. That way I don't have to jam it open. Yeah, that'll be better, actually. Hey, an eclipse. That's fine. We're not on solar panels. Looking for simple meals. Hopefully you finish the job before it runs out of fire. Every now and again it doesn't. And then it restarts the whole thing. But we're good here. I think we've got enough wood to finish all this construction. Good. Deconstruct that is fine. Oh yeah, and you're out of wood for that. Alright, so we don't have quite enough. Oh, the wood stumps. I don't know if they're worth the effort the same way. Part of me is like already thinking, oh, maybe I want the colony management pod. The one that, like, you set a number, like, make sure there's always 100 logs in my colony. And then it just tags trees to be harvested. It does take labor to do it. So actually, I don't think, it's not as labor efficient. It's actually labor inefficient for your pawns, because they have to spend time running the management desk. But it means that I don't have to flag things. But I don't strictly need it. So I'm gonna live without it maybe for now. I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'll add it later in the run. It's certainly happened before. But for now, it's definitely better for our time management to do it manually anyway. I wouldn't build it. Even if I had the mod loaded, I wouldn't build the management desk. Okay, now you got that. Go and rebuild this door. In case we need to seal ourselves in. That's very important. And then that trap. All right, and that thing's out of wood, so we can deconstruct this. So we have enough material. Squirrel meat right away. Yeah, there was one piece of squirrel meat left, and that's fine. Fuel stove. We don't get to choose material for that. I don't know if that position's ideal for it, but everything's going to be moved when we put our walls outwards anyway. Field stove first, and then I think maybe the stonecutter's table. Oh, there we go. Cancel that. Oh, watching the eclipse. Oh, that's quite cool. Okay, it doesn't have a specific thing. I wonder if it gains recreation faster than cloud watching, or if it's literally the regular cloud watching job, and it's just been reflavored because there's an eclipse. It's probably what happened. All right, we still have 3 meals left. Rice about halfway there. We might still do a little bit of hunting. Might be worth doing that. Maybe when we have like 1 more meal left. Well, actually, maybe we'll do it when we we'll build an actual butchering table. And I'm going to build it outside. I don't know, outdoors, blah, 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 blah. Gonna be fine. I just don't want it indoors because it'll make this area even dirtier, which is already pretty dirty for cooking purposes. So let me reset these things. So we're going to go simple meal times 4, simple meal times 4, simple meal. This is going to be the do forever, where we just try, if we've got any meat, we use that instantly. Especially since we don't have to worry about the vegetable matter going bad for a long time. So if we have the ability to cook simple meals with meat, we should do that. And then these are just going to be general, everything is going to be fine. But we're only going to try to cook a meal if we don't have any currently. All right, so I'm going to recruit you. Where'd that turkey go? There it is. Get relatively close to the turkey. All right, and shoot it. Nice. What is their firing range? See, that's no good. Turn on drafted hunt as well, which is just an automatic behavior of just shooting at anything within range. Like, because normally, if you're drafted... Are you going to leave the map? Good. Leaning on 22 hours. Actually, we could just leave it to die. There you go, 7 hours. That's fine, Wanda. We'll just wait for it to bleed out. And then we'll butcher it then. Actually, we don't have a butchering table. You're playing horseshoes. Oh, you don't have enough wood for that. Dang. Hello, travelers. Can I interest you? Do you want a pamphlet for my religion? I haven't invented, like, the printing press yet. Force her to do one more harvesting here. I do. 2 hours. We've got meals if she does get hungry. Oh, we have enough wood now? Okay, we'll finish that tree. And then get started on this, please. Bam. Add bill, butchered creature, do forever. Now, when this dies, there you go. It is forbidden. We need to unforbid it. butcher it before it rots. So we might not have to worry about growing cotton for a little bit if we can get a little bit of leather in, but we need a fair amount, and we're not getting that much, especially the stuff we're going to want to hunt, because we're going to want to hunt stuff that's fairly small. I mean, we're certainly not going to want to hunt anything that fights back. I mean, why would we want a fair fight? That would be stupid. There you go. So she's cooking some carnivore meals. And yeah, we're going to have plenty of food now. Yeah, I think it does make sense for us to grow some cotton. So let's go growing zone. And actually, it is a good idea to not have huge contiguous blocks of the same thing, just for anti-blight purposes. So I'm going to do this. We will probably expand the rice to there. Not right now, because we don't need it. But then we will have a block of cotton. There we are. So we'll be ready for a clothing industry. I mean, not much of an industry, but just, you know, at some point, Wanda wants to wear pants. Pants with pockets, specifically. Gonna be very important. Sick of having to hold things between her teeth. Alright, we haven't had a full attack yet. Randy could throw anything at us. He could throw us the plague. Alright, we got a heat wave. That is gonna be... yeah, that's gonna be kind of spicy. So let's plan on getting probably 2 passive coolers, I bet. But we'll plan 1 right now. Because we, I can't remember if a duster improves your temperature resistance. I think it does. Yeah, no, it certainly does. And maybe a cowboy hat would be really nice, but we're a little ways away. We have no protection from the weather currently. And our heat stroke, you see? Our temperature range is 26 to max. It's 43. Indoors is 32, which is still too hot. So we finish that, that's fine. Then build the second passive cooler, please. I mean, at 32, we might not get too much heat stroke, like indoors, but she'd still be uncomfortable for sleeping, be slipped in the heat. I suspect with 2, as long as it goes under 26, there we go. So she still hasn't slept in the heat because it happened too quickly, but oh, there you go, went away. That's interesting. It said 17 hours left, but I guess because the rest of the sleep was fine. Down to 20 degrees. Good stuff. Okay. So you've got that. You've got this. I'm going to extend a little wall over here and put another piece of fence. Just again, to encourage people to go through that section. And make sure it's roofed. And I may as well like roof this area here because that's all going to get roofed later. I think one of the mods, it might be Tweaks Galore, I don't know, flags these things to be cut, like as an explicit cut plant job. Instead, so normally what would happen is a construction worker would try to chop these down, and sometimes your construction workers aren't your plant people. So this will make it so that your plant cutters will go and cut this down. Not necessarily always before the construction workers get to it, but it'll give them a chance to do so. So we got our first instance of food poisoning, dirty area. I wonder if cooking outdoors doesn't have that. So we might have to consider some flooring in here. I don't remember, is wooden flooring flammable? Yeah, it is. Dang. I know the walls are. I couldn't remember the flooring also had flammability. I guess I had said that we were going to go and get ourselves a stonecutter's workshop, stonecutter's table. So let's go and prep that. That's going to be a job that takes up a lot of time. So in the interest of comfort, we'll put a little dining room table or chair there. Hey, table! I mean, we are hitting minor break risk finally, so... Alright, yeah, I can get rid of this crafting spot. Plan a little table. And a chair. I'm serious pain. Oh, from the food poisoning. Right. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we have a lot of mood bonuses, but food poisoning is really a problem. It almost get too high. She's hot. If she goes indoors, she won't be as hot. Yeah, some heat stroke building up too. Rest. And before you rest, so you'll spend a little more time inside doing this. We got visitors. A few items to trade. And we really don't have anything to sell to you, but maybe? Okay, eat the meal, because otherwise you're going to be very hungry. You will have eat, you know, without a table again. Well, maybe I should have forced the chair. Dang it. More food poisoning. Oh yeah, but that's probably shared stack, right? Actually, let's see about a trade. Oh, you won't buy anything I have for sale. All right, well, that's annoying. All right, finish this chair then. At least we won't have 8 without a table again. I think I made you skip your sleep schedule, which is annoying. Oh yeah, things were not stacked very well, and yet you move so slowly, food poisoning. I think she was going to go and contribute to this wall. It's not the priority, Wanda. Oh, it was a short one wood. No, I guess it would have. She would have dropped off 4 over here and then done that. Yeah, that might have been better. Okay, at least you're back indoors. Yeah, as long as you're indoors, you're a lot better. She's coming up on her sleep period now. Actually, should be on a recreation period right now. Got a gift. A short bow. Normal short bow. Well, that's an upgrade over a poor one. I won't send her outside immediately, though. Working so slowly. But I do want you to finish the chair. Okay. You need a meal. Now, that's probably going to give you another dose of food poisoning, annoyingly. But you need that, and then you need sleep. Okay, it didn't give you that. There's always just a chance. Like, the stack was contaminated, but there's always just a chance when you eat it that it affects you or not. But she should wake up fine. Luckily, her mood can't break while she's asleep. She's going to wake up comfortable. Yeah, the hideous environment is a problem. The big issue, though, is really this food poisoning and the amount of pain that it's giving her. There we go. Much better. Okay, we need to add some beauty in here. And we will do that via planting. Let's do that now. So we're going to make a zone in here. Oh, I guess I probably have to... Let me do it this way. We'll do a better shape for it later, but we're going to make a little strip over here. Growing zone indoors with daylily. So daylilies only need, I didn't know this for a long time, 30% light. A torch is 50% light. Daylilies can grow indoors perfectly fine and then generate a ton of beauty. I think they're 14 beauty per, which is a lot of beauty and is going to do a lot for this room. We might want to clean the vomit, I suppose. It's a possibility, but should go a long way to making this a much prettier room and give us some much better buffs. Yeah, the -8 heat is a big issue. And then a little bit of heat stroke again. I guess I could restrict her to indoors for a little bit. It might not be a bad idea. Let's make an allowed area, area 1, which we're going to rename to indoors. I suppose now. She actually has activities she could do inside here. Wanda, go indoors. It'll help you with your debuff from being hot. Also, it'll eliminate the heat stroke. Not that there was very much of it. You can plant those fleurs, which will look very pretty. You can go and chop that out of there too. Well, one more round of odd. Oh yeah, no, you did get some more food poisoning. But all the food is gone. She is hungry because when you vomit, you do lose the food. I might have to get her to go out here and go and pick up this stuff. Hopefully this is the last day of heat wave. Temperature's getting better, but it is at night. Hopefully tomorrow's not part of the heat wave. Yeah, we'll have to get her to cook some food. Haul all this in. And this is where it's important to have them set to not eat raw food. Because what would happen here is that they would get desperate enough right now that they would eat the rice because it's the only food that's available. But let's get them to do a round of cooking here. Now it's still quite dirty in here. I'm wondering if I should force them to make a single meal, because she's going to make a 4-stack. She might get some malnutrition kicking in a second here. With a minor break risk, rapidly hungry, intense pain. It's still very filthy in here. Oh, did her work get interrupted? She's vomiting? Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, maybe I should have just put a stack of a single meal at the top. Okay, this will go away pretty quickly. Okay, major break risk. Playing horseshoes. Ooh, this is very dicey. Yeah, the hideous environment was a big problem in there. You're gonna rest. What am I gonna do before you rest? I'm gonna just clean a little bit of, Alright. You rest. We'll do some more cleaning afterwards. Heat wave is over. Thank you. I'm gonna turn off the automatic refueling on these. Although we are going in summer, we might still want one of these for temperature control. Let me leave one. That's probably gonna be enough for, no, I actually wanted you to clean, not so. How come I can't clean this part? It's not part of our home area? Oh, it's not part of our home area. In fact, let me go ahead and do that. And that, and that. Just for repairs and stuff. There you go. Alright, this should help a lot with the surroundings. I mean, it's still ugly, but I don't think it's going to be as, like, horrific as it was a second ago. Alright. You can go back to planting. These flowers will also help a lot. There's beauty in here now. Alright, minus 1.86. Once these flowers are in place, and I might just reposition things so I can do more. Actually, if I'm going to do the 2x1 sort of block area this way, I should have built vertically, which is originally what I was sketching out, but it's fine. We can just move it afterwards. So flooring is obviously quite good to make the place prettier, because the raw floor is minus 3. You can see it changes from... Was it 15? I thought these were 14 beauty. It's 18 beauty, actually. Oh, it's 15. It's the 18 minus 3. But still, so these tiles become a lot better all of a sudden. Now, this isn't going to help with the cleanliness, right? Whereas if we had an actual floor that we were keeping clean, that would go a long way. But that's still going to help with Wanda's mood a lot. And actually, her mood is fantastic now. Despite being out in the dark, despite still being stuck in the buff, in the au naturel state, everything's okay. A little bit of wood, not much. You are going to cut that down, which is good. A little bit to spare, yeah. A little bit of roof that we don't necessarily need. How are we on raw food? It exists. We're making some more meals. Okay. Hopefully that one goes all right. A little more wood around. We're needed for a variety of projects. Actually, can you start on the stonecutter's table? Oh, lovely. Yeah, do that, and we'll make sure you do the chair as well. Going for a walk. Okay, you'll be short on wood, but we still have some trees to be chopped. Good, good. Because I want the chair in place. Construction is higher than crafting, actually, so it will be fairly safe. Okay, what kind of stone do we have? So I think marble is the softest, slate is second softest, and pretty close. Sandstone's not particularly hard. Marble at least has a built-in beauty. So I think... actually, hold on. Let me go. RIMWORLD, Wiki, Stone. I think I'm correct about the order. I think it's marble, slate. Yeah. Then sandstone is also very soft. Where's the... Is there a hit point factor? Or do we have to look up the walls page? Oh, max hit point factor, yeah. So... Oh, sort this table, please. Yeah, so marble blocks 1.2, slate 1.3, sandstone 1.4, limestone 1.55, and granite 1.7. So there's not actually a tremendous amount of difference between slate and sandstone. I mean, really, between marble, slate, and sandstone, it's all fairly similar. And the reason I'm saying that, even though like the min-max thing is obviously, well, let's make things out of sandstone. Part of me like, if we made everything out of slate, wouldn't it look really cool? I guess what I could do is I could make all of our walls out of sandstone for slightly more hit points. We could make slate floors. And generally, if I can, I want to save marble. I mean, because marble is the shittiest wall. Actually, marble would be decent flooring. Marble has a, what's it called? Because there's a beauty factor, which is a multiplier. I think that's for the purpose of making art. But then there's also a beauty offset, which is the beauty you get from, I think, a wall or floor of that material. Most stone have 0, marble has a 1. Jade, which we do have some up here, has a 10. Wanda's construction skill. Okay, she's not actually going to be botching construction too often. So it might already be safe to consider making some things out of jade. Like, even like a jade wall is a thing, or you can fill a room with jade fencing, because again, just like here, this wooden fence only takes 1 material instead of 5, but otherwise I think gives the same amount of beauty, unless things have changed. So you can do some funky little tricks with that. The jade fence trick thing isn't that appealing to me, although throwing a few random ones inside of a temple might be cool. What we could do, right, 2x1 common area, workstation, then giant barracks, dining hall, rec hall, just to, it's not as efficient as like, or it's not, doesn't give you as many points as you could from individual rooms for those things, but it's much more efficient because a source of beauty will benefit all those things simultaneously, which is right cool. So I think we'll make the giant thing. We could go over here and make a temple, because I was thinking of putting the stockpile over here. Especially if we end up like adding more workshop space, then they'll be around that, or doubling up on the stockpile or something like that. We could put a temple over here, which does need to have a certain amount of beauty to reach a minimum thing. What we can do is we can have a shared jade wall over here, and both rooms would benefit from the jade. That's kind of tempting. Again, shout out to, oh my god, what's the guy's name? It's another YouTuber that does 500 difficulty RimWorld runs. RimWorld, 500% YouTube. Adam versus everything. Yeah. Like, seeing that, it was like the jade wall trick. I'm like, oh my god. It's one of those things that's so obvious in hindsight. Just like the planting the dailies inside. Oh, they can grow by torchlight or by electric light, and they give so much beauty. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight, but until you sort of look and you like recognize the implication, like, holy cow. What's the beauty in this room here? So neutral space. And if we planted more of this, we'd get more. You know what? I might... Chickens. Well, there's no reason to butcher all of them right now. So do we just quickly bail the pen? I think the answer is yes. Okay, let's plan out. So we'll just, again, we'll use wood for now, because A, wood is plentiful, and B, it actually builds much faster than most material as well. We assume we're going to wall this section off. Let's assume we're going to leave a door. We'll do the double door airlock sort of thing here. This is if you get chased by a wild animal, you go through a door, they'll try to smash it. But then by the time they get through there, they'll see another closed door and they won't follow through there, which is really, really handy. We'll do that. And then what we'll do is we'll... Oh, still under structure. Wooden fence. Something like that. I don't think we need a fence gate. Your people tend to just walk through them, but... What the hell, we'll do that, and then put down, is it under miscellaneous? It is. We could put a pen marker down over here, and this is gonna be a pen. That's not a tremendous amount of grass, but it should be okay, and it shouldn't take that long to wall off. If I wanted to make things a little faster, I could not build these walls here and just use more fencing for rapidity, but I think it's gonna be okay. Let me put the animal handling as a #1 priority, and very short term, a caravan hitching spot right over here. Reset Wanda, there you go. Because what will happen is all the animals will get hitched to this spot over here. So while we're waiting for the pen to be constructed, we can prevent them from wandering away by simply doing this. Okay, we are low food. Yeah, we got a couple of meals. Okay, we're not going to get another rice harvest in a bit. I don't think our rice harvests are being phenomenal. Well, maybe. Will this last? Probably not. I mean, if we're desperate, we can just eat a chicken. Yeah, hopefully we just get some eggs, but I will go and expand that a little bit. See, animal handling is the #1 priority, is going to be fine for us right now, because it's just mostly going to be like, hey, quickly, we got to move an animal. It's not like we're milking the chickens. We're not shearing the chickens. There's no everyday babysitting on there. So just leading these animals to these pens is going to be great. Looks like there'll be one more out there that wasn't close enough to grab at the same time, but that'll have to do. We're certainly going to need to cut down some more trees. Something like that. Oh, apparently I allowed a couple of forbidden things on the map. The home key is what's bound for Camera Plus to follow someone. And I think for the Allow Plus mod, or Allow Stuff mod, I think is what it's called, it also is bound by default to unforbidding things. It won't unforbid rotten corpses, which is nice, but otherwise I have no idea what's just unforbade on the map. But it is kind of handy to do from time to time, as long as you're sure your people aren't going to wander all over the place. Okay, I actually do have to trim that home zone. This whole cleaning outdoors is actually kind of stupid. I mean, this is going to be part of our home later, but it's not right now. Like, because there's going to be walls there. There. Okay. So I think it's fine to plant the rice. I don't think we have to rush to do this. We do have to get these things penned in. Actually, they might be able to eat some of my plants here. Cargo pods of goose eggs. Apparently the game, Randy, this time, not consume, unforbid. Prioritize hauling those in. That's fine. In our last game with Randy Random, he was obsessed with like ambrosia sprouts, it felt like. This game, apparently he's obsessed with like eggs, either via chickens or just sending us the eggs directly. I guess I don't really have to worry about having oh, cougar, you better not get hungry right this second. That would be bad. I didn't really have to worry about increasing our rice growth, but hopefully we'll get a recruit soon. I don't know how Randy Random handles it, but I think he still has sort of the same mechanic where the event of like a random joiner or a drop pod landing with a hurt person, I think becomes unavailable once you get past population 3 or 4. At least that's how it works with Cassandra Classic. So you're not guaranteed to get that event, but they are in the pool early on. And so we should get some free joiners at some point. We might even literally get a free joiner, someone just randomly joins the colony. In which case they should have the matching ideology immediately, which is nice. All right, yeah, you're desperately hungry, so eat that. You'll plant that. Now you'll do, well, I guess you're going to chop down some more trees. Yeah, which we definitely need. We can't construct the pen as is, so it's fine. Do that. How's your plant skill? Well, 4.7. I mean, it's getting up a little higher. There you go. These are eating some grass over here. Hopefully you don't eat too much of my plants. I maybe should have moved the caravan spot somewhere, but I'm not going to do that now. Oh, apparently I hit a heal root with my harvest fully grown, which is good and groovy. I guess, oh, I just checked the timer. I guess it's time to put in a cut. I'm surprised how relaxed everything is. So far, Randy's being like, it's chill. He's just lulling us into a false sense of security, clearly. But right now, things are kind of on the chill side, and that's kind of nice. If we do set up this wall and this pen, I mean, first of all, we'll start to know what direction threats might come in from. And yeah, at some point, wall this off with a little, like, trap trail. I mean, it'll probably still have an opening, but we'll have a trap trail leading into it. And then eventually that whole area will turn into probably a kill box, because it's kind of center of the map. It's got a lake here, so we're clearly not going to be interested in building right in this section later, because it'll be inconvenient. But yeah, pretty good. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye.